Rhea Ripley sends 5-word message to Damian Priest after WWE SmackDown. Damian Priest has been climbing ladders in WWE, establishing himself as the next prominent star that the promotion could rely upon. Currently, he is involved in a heated feud with Drew McIntyre. It will seemingly conclude at the upcoming Saturday night's Main Event 2025, where the two are set to lock horns in a steel cage match. The former Judgment Day member mentioned it as the final chapter in his rivalry with McIntyre. However, ahead of his much-anticipated bout, Damian Priest was honored as he was inducted into the Bronx Walk of Fame. The former World Heavyweight Champion received a street sign with his stage name and his first real name, Luis. After Priest shared his honoring moment with his fans, Rhea Ripley congratulated the street champion on his recent achievement by posting a picture from the event along with a 5-word message for him. Damian Priest talked about capturing the tag title with a top female superstar. Last year, during an interview on Casual Conversation with Classic, the host asked Damian Priest an interesting question about whether he would consider capturing the WWE Tag Team Championships alongside Rhea Ripley. The Archer of Infamy expressed that Rhea Ripley and he would be an unstoppable force, having the capabilities of beating any team in the world. Therefore, he's open to chasing tag gold alongside Mommy if creatives allow it. Natalya, Tommy Dreamer, Hurricane, and other WWE stars react after Rhea Ripley's match is paused due to horrifying injury to a star. Several WWE stars have commented at the same time after Rhea Ripley's match on Raw had to be paused tonight following a horrifying injury to a major star. The star was left hurt and screaming in pain. During Raw tonight, there was a qualifying match for the Money in the Bank ladder match among the women. During the bout between Zoey Stark, Rhea Ripley, and Kairi Sane, Stark landed badly off a dropkick, blowing out her knee. She was hurt and unable to move, screaming in pain as the doctors looked at her. The match paused with the medical personnel arriving to take the star to the back. The doctor eventually had to carry her after she was unable to walk. Now, several WWE stars and veterans, including Hurricane, Natalya, B-Fab, and Tommy Dreamer, have contacted the star to let her know they are supporting her. Natalya reacted and said that she loved Zoey Stark and was keeping her in her prayers. Prayers and positive vibes for at Zoey Stark WWE and the biggest Stark mark #WWE Raw. He wrote, "No matter how much respect pro wrestling gets, it'll never be enough. Every bump causes damage if even on a micro level. And some can be life-altering. Get well soon at Zoey Stark WWE. We all ya." Said Hurricane. Rhea Ripley could beat half of WWE's male stars, says Hall of Famer Rhea Ripley is one of the hottest names in pro wrestling right now. Since her time on the main roster, she has always been on top and has received special treatment due to her upsurging popularity. This is not just because of her deadly looks and undulating aura but also due to her jacked physique and sheer strength. WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash even had a huge take on Ripley as he thinks of her taking down half of the male roster. Kevin Nash sees Rhea Ripley going up against even the male roster of WWE. There's no denying how strong Rhea Ripley is and also looks while wrestling. The stature with her gothic presentation makes her remarkable. If you think this was enough, then Kevin Nash takes it further with a hot take of his own. While speaking on Click This Podcast, Nash spoke highly of Rhea and described her as larger than life. Kevin mentioned Ripley's portrayal and even her skills could make her go against 50% of the male roster. The WWE Universe is aware of how the 3-time women's champion has previously performed against male talent like Akira Tozawa, smashed multiple stars, and famously taken out Dominik Mysterio. Nash appreciates the selling ability of the Australian anomaly. The former NWO member says Rhea maintains her dominance while elevating her opponents in the matchup. This is just the psychology of Mommy's always on top, showing that she went through a lot but came out successful in the end. Rhea Ripley will compete in her first Money in the Bank ladder match. On the May 19, 2025, episode of Raw, 2 triple threat matches for women's Money in the Bank qualification were held. The first match saw Roxanne Perez qualifying for the same, while the second match saw Rhea Ripley's success. It might be surprising, but this marks the first time Ripley has ever competed in an MITB ladder match. Ever since her debut on the main roster, Money in the Bank PLEs for Ripley have gone on competing in title matches. She was not ever in the contention for climbing up the ladder and holding the briefcase. However, this time the tables have turned, and Rhea is getting a new experience being put against 5 other stars. As of now, recently returned Alexa Bliss is also set to compete in the very latter match. With Ripley, Perez, and Bliss, the bout looks stacked just with these three exceptional talents. More is to be revealed in the coming weeks on SmackDown and Raw. Rhea Ripley vs. Kairi Sane vs. Zoey Stark, Money in the Bank triple threat qualifying match. Rhea Ripley, the returning Kairi Sane, and Zoey Stark are set to battle it out in a triple threat match to see who will qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match on June 7th.